Mark Conway was a divorced single dad. Lisa was coming out of her own divorce. Some mutual friends introduced the two to each other one Sunday morning in church. 1 year later, they married. At the time, Mark was making good money running his family's monument business. But soon, he felt he needed a change.
I was good at what I did, but I just wasn't satisfied. I wasn't fulfilled.
I was a little taken aback by it and a little afraid because we had a lot of responsibility.
Mark sold his family's business and then landed a job as a financial advisor in an investment firm. But Mark began having trouble at his new job earning enough money to support his family.
They pay you a small salary. It's just enough to live. And then that salary eventually goes away, and then you're on your own by what you produce.
Before long, the Conways were in serious financial trouble.
I felt like I was in the middle of an ocean. I was looking at a life raft.
It got to the point that we had to put our house for sale, and I don't know where we thought we were going to live. There was just, the money was going and almost gone.
Even though they were struggling, the Conways wouldn't stop tithing off the little income they made.
And we put Malachi 3:10 on our computer screen to remind us, and it talks about bring the whole tithe into the storehouse so that there will be food in his house. And he says, test me and see if I will not open the windows of heaven and bless you. And we stood on that promise.
And every day, the Conways prayed for a miracle. As 700 Club viewers, they'd watched stories where couples laid hands on their bills. Mark and Lisa did the same. And then one day, the couple saw something else on the program.
Pat comes on and says, you know, there's someone out there that needs a financial miracle.
Now, right now, I believe God wants to do a financial miracle in people's lives. There are many of you who are hurting financially. You're really struggling.
The moment he said it, I knew that was for me. I got up and I just prayed and I just claimed it. It wasn't long after that prayer that things began to change.
Within 2 hours, Lisa was offered a teaching job. And shortly after, Mark got a call out of the blue.
And they said, well, we would like to talk to you about coming and working for us.
It immediately changed everything. And within a year, he received a nice bonus, which is kind of unheard of. And there again, in the natural, it didn't make sense. But we knew that was God.
The new job gave Mark a steady income with a hefty raise. And while they did eventually sell their house, it wasn't because they had to downsize. It was because they were now moving into their dream home, twice the size of their last.
God is faithful. He has been so faithful to us, and there is no reason why we should be where we're at today other than God. That's the only explanation. He did this.
That's not because I'm smart. That's not because I'm the best financial advisor in the world. That's because of God's goodness.
Mark is now a senior vice president at the company that cold called him those years ago. And the Conways are bringing home 6 times more than they did before Mark changed careers. In fact, their giving today is more than what their annual salary used to be. And the Conways say that giving is the key to their success.
I don't think we would have seen the breakthroughs had we not trusted God with our finances during our greatest hour of need.
Even when times are lean and you don't feel like giving, give anyway. Because God will come through. He will do his part. He always does.